What? Cruising through my mind like a tour bus. Don't pay attention to the lames. Everybody is the same. At the end of the day, it's about us, right? You are the flame to my fire. Let's.
Hey, what up? It's your boy MobbJustice LOTv. We're here. This is the first zone. National Arts Festival is out here, and we always have a bunch of people coming through, from out of town. And this year is no different. We're here with Leezy.
When you're famous on the telly, then they're rapping on the belly, asking to join the family.
That's iblame Leezy, and he is a performer. Are you a performer, musician, a rapper? Like, how do you describe yourself?
The term rapper sometimes makes me cringe. I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
I like musicians better,
Yeah.
or artists.
Yeah.
Because I like to think that I'll be able to do more than just rap.
Okay.
Even when the way I affect people through my music, I want people to receive it in an artistic way.
Chill. So I think for me the big thing is the actual music itself, and having listened to a few of the tracks, and over the years, starting off with songs like Mduduwa back in the day, and some of the stuff that you've been doing of late with Tsugudu seem to be very lyrical. Am I?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Is that your intention?
Yeah, lyrics are basically our focal point.
Yeah.
Substance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always want to give people a message. Well, first it starts off with what I want to say to myself, because that's actually why I do it.
Okay.
I vent a lot through my music. I express myself, and I just say things that I mean. Some rappers say things, I don't know, sometimes I don't know how you feel, but I see rappers will rap and I'm not convinced. I don't know if they believe what they are saying or they're serious about it, but for me, I always have to say something that means, that is of substance, and hopefully someone can relate and can affect my life.
I'll hog a bite and I'll take a bite. That's Johnny though. You got the memo.
So this is actually a funny story. So my name is Litha, right? So in primary school, people used to call me Young L, which is kind of corny when you think about it now. But my friend at the time, Temba, he was just like, "Hey, dude, why don't you just call yourself Young Leezy?" And I was like, "Yeah." And that was like grade 7. And I was like, "Okay, interesting." And this is way before the music, by the way. This is just now me as a guy who's got a nickname. The girls used to call me weird names like Lychee and all of that stuff, but Leezy stuck with me, and I was Young Leezy up until grade 10. And then I decided to drop the young, and then I just became Leezy the whole time, Leezy. And then when I turned 17, I had my first musical experience, and that was when Tsugudu handed me a phone, because I walked into the boarding house back at St. Stephen's. Walked into the boarding house, and Mduduzi and Tsugudu were just recording, and a friend of ours named Kuda, they were just recording music off GarageBand. And at the time it wasn't a serious thing, they were just recording during study breaks, during lunch breaks. And then Tsugudu handed me a phone, and he was like, "Hey dude, why don't you just write something? Let's see what you can do." And I've always had the passion for music, but I never knew that I could write or spit. So I tried this thing out, and then during that, I remember that very song that we made, it was called The Intro. And during the writing process, I decided to put in Leezy. I was like, and then ever since then, Leezy stuck to me. And I've never ever strayed away from it.
And in this substance, what's your focus? Like, what do you find yourself rapping about? I guess most of the time, or is it sort of a situational thing where I don't know?
I get inspired by my life and other people's lives, but mostly experiences. So if I go out and I experience something like someone was fighting in the club yesterday, fighting over women and bottles, and then I'll just sit at home and I'll think about but the thing is, I've probably been a part of those situations before, but when I sit by myself, I'll think it's kind of stupid. Let me try and just write about it and do some introspection. So for me, it's always an experience that inspires me.
Okay. And what's the process? Like, let's say fights happen in the club, you've gone home, you've reflected, and you're like, I want to write something about it, or I want to make a song about it. What's the process?
I'll tell you what happened once. Once I went out with a few of my friends, and my dad wasn't too happy with the outcome. Like, obviously, you know how boys can be. So I got home.
It's a bit rowdy. Yeah.
So I got home, and then my dad was like, I think I scratched my car actually.
Yeah.
I scratched my car. My dad was just like, what's going on? Are you driving drunk? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you and your friends doing? And then me and my dad would just basically have a fight, and then I'd sit, and obviously you feel bad.
Yeah.
And then I'll just, I don't believe in throwing myself a pity party, so I just sit and then I'll just think about writing a song. So I'll pull out my memo pad, or when I lost my phone, I didn't have a memo pad, so I wrote on a piece of paper actually. And then I basically just go through the motions and the process of the night and how things could have been better. But I always write. I always write based on something that has happened.
Okay. So you're one of those people who actually sits down and writes lyrics, because someone actually said that Jay-Z and Lil Wayne have done a bit of a disservice to the rap community, because they're famous for not writing their lyrics down, and they're like, they were just joking. They were just saying, now you have cats out here thinking that they don't have to write down lyrics, which is why there's so much garbage in the
I don't understand how people can do that.
Yeah.
How do you, I don't know. I have to write.
Yeah.
So things can come out the way you want them to come out.
Okay. So it's an actual process. It's actually okay.
And
so how's your
and
freestyle game?
And it must flow. My freestyle game has actually improved a lot. It's improved a lot. No, I always say, when someone says, "Can you freestyle?" I always say, "No, I'm a writer."
Yeah. Okay.
For me, that's what I do.
At least you admit it.
Because sometimes when you freestyle, things don't make sense.
Yeah.
You're just trying to make sure, and you buckle, and you're just trying to make the words. You just need to make sure that the words rhyme with something. Doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. You just want it to rhyme.
Yeah.
But I've been practicing on that, because you need to be prepared sometimes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I blame Leezy. The thing, how I blame Leezy came about was because the issue of originality. I felt like a lot of guys were gonna call themselves Leezy, I mean, all it takes is for you to have a name that starts with the letter L, and then you're gonna call yourself Leezy, But then somehow people just wouldn't allow anybody to have that name, because everybody knows that it's me. I am Leezy. So I blame Leezy. I just chose it because whenever I got into trouble with my dad or my parents, I used to blame my alter ego, and I used to be like, man, it's not me, it was Leezy. I was Leezy last night. Don't worry about it. And then but recently, after the J. Cole concert, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna cut the I blame, and I'm just gonna be Leezy, because it's easier to remember, and it sticks better with the people. So that's the story of Leezy.
I'm gonna deviate from the music, slightly. You brought up the fact that you actually wrote a song based off of a fight that you and your dad had. Like, in terms of you and your music, what type of support have you been receiving, or how does the family take it?
Oh, actually, my father used to be in the music industry.
Oh, okay.
As an entertainment lawyer.
Yeah.
So he used to represent artists that didn't really receive good treatment from the labels and stuff. So my dad was an activist for them. So he knows the music business very well, but he knows the business side more than anything. And I'm thankful for that, because he gives me advice. Because he always says that artists, they know how to make music, but they don't know how to keep their money.
Yeah. Which is very true.
Exactly. So
Will Smith, LL Cool J.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, there was a time when my dad actually drew a mind map of the artist side of the industry and the business side, and he drew it for me and Tsukuru actually.
Yeah.
And he was like, guys, this is how you're gonna keep your money. Trust me. This is what you must do. So basically, I know, and I'm studying business management at university, so I'm definitely going to use that to my advantage. Okay. So I can keep the money as well and enjoy the art as well. Yeah.
No, I had to check that one because you'll find that, at least I've found that in African families, you know, that whole thing of people push you to be doctor, lawyer, accountant, you know, the traditional professions, and they sort of look down on the creative.
Yeah. I mean, I went through most of my life not knowing what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
I had no idea, doctor, lawyer, I wasn't sure. And then one day music came and I was like, hey, I love this. I can't imagine doing anything else actually. So my parents, for them, that's all that matters. So my parents, my mom and dad, they both support me 100%. Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. Girlfriend.
Ha. Yeah, no, that's the queen of my heart. Yeah, we started dating in matric 2011, so we've been together for 5 years now. She went to Kingsmead College, and I mean, ever since I had her as a matric date, I've never been able to separate from her. So yeah, man, that's my woman, and she's studying at UCT. She's doing accounting right now. And her dad, I'm cool with the whole family. But her dad he's a serious Zulu man, so he's like, I only want to see you when you pay lobola. That's basically his rule. But we're basically best friends. She's my best friend. I go to her. Yeah, she's also another reason why I wake up every day actually. I go to her. So the music, friendships, and my girl. She's number one, and she always puts me in line when I tend to get a bit unbalanced. But as well, you know, I give her a lot of trouble. I won't lie. I'm a handful. In fact, the other day she said to me that I was like, I know I'm a handful, right? And she was like, no, you're a whole body full. I was like, yo. I was like, well, you know, you chose me. It's 5 years now. It's too late. You're not going anywhere. So yeah, man, I've been with her for a minute. And yeah, the plan is to marry her. Definitely. Once I get my ducks in a row. That's the plan. Her name is Kaise, by the way.
Excellent. Okay, back to the music. Producers, who are you working with at the moment?
At the moment, I'm working with Tsukuru. Actually, Sia, the guy who handles our artwork and our visual, he's actually working on his production game.
Yeah.
And he's got a slightly different sound to Tsukuru's. It's more jazzy. It's more. The beats are more simple. Like they're more just boom bap, you know. And he's working on that and he's building that. He's been actually practicing since 2014. So I've got Sia, I've got Tsukuru. Tsukuru's the main, obviously. And yeah, no, I'm looking into working with other people, but I just wanna focus on developing the sound. I don't want to deviate too much. Yeah, so it's Tsukuru and Sia.
Tsukuru and Sia. Now, because of time, because I can say, listen, when it comes to music, we can sit here and talk for like hours, forever. But you know, because of time, you know, we do have time for about 3 more, you know, questions. First one, first, you know, what are you gonna be up to? What have you been up to, and how's been the experience so far?
Actually, the reason why I'm here is because of yesterday's performance.
Yep.
So I came here for that to perform, and then actually, like a few minutes before I went into the venue, Mdu came out and was like, "Oh, I just got you 2 more gigs."
Oh, okay.
That's great. Yeah. So I'm performing on Wednesday, Campus Vibes.
Yeah.
And then I'm performing on Saturday as well.
On Saturday.
So yeah, I actually had no idea that I'd be doing any more performances. But he was like, yeah, we need to capitalize. And I knew that it was definitely the way to go. So I was performing and also trying to I just want people to know me and my music.
Right. And then, the second one is, where do you see yourself? Like in the grand scheme of things, you said just now you didn't know what you thought you were gonna do in life, but music came. But from a musical point of view, do you have an idea? I'm not asking for a 5-year plan or anything, but do you have like a grand vision for yourself?
My vision is to, first of all, I want to be the best.
Yeah.
I want to be the best I believe that I can be. EMG, that's my baby. EMG, how EMG came about? So, I'm sure you've heard of Elastic Band, right? So, Elastic Band is Ntshingila and Mduduzi. They're a rap duo. And one day I was just like to myself, Elastic Band, that's pretty dope, And it spoke to our main style. Our main style is, well, actually there is no main style. That's the thing about it. Elastic, we're versatile. We can stretch to anything. We can do anything. We can do jazz. We can do hip hop. We can do R&B. We can whatever it is. But it's very original. No one can copy our style, and that is why we call ourselves Elastic Music Group, EMG for short. And that's how it came about. And in my music, you always hear me say EMG, what up? So I'm going to use my degree to build that, and I want it to be a real record label. So I'm not going to be signing to any majors, anything like that. I want to be independent. I want to do my own thing. So my vision is to build a family, a musical family, and to just keep the circle small, and also just to grow EMG and just to take it to greater heights, international heights. I just want to make a difference with my music. And happiness is important. The happiness that's the primary focus.
The last one, you spoke about inspiration at the start, like you go in, things that you go through, experiences, that's what, leads to the music and all that stuff. But just generally in life, when you wake up in the morning, what makes you actually take off the covers and be like, I can live another day?
Friendship and music. Yeah, friendships and music, and friendship, family included. Obviously, yeah. Friendship and music, definitely. Yo, music gets me through a lot. Music gets me a lot. I'm quite a deep person. I like to talk about my feelings a lot. Family and music is definitely the outlets that get me through everything. So where people can get my music, you can get my music from Soundcloud. So there's an Elastic SA page. So you go to Elastic SA. My music is there, Vuyo's music is there, Tsukudu's music is there. Sia, who's working on new stuff, Mduduzi there too. You can get my music also from Twitter. I post some of my stuff on Twitter. I post some videos on Snapchat and Instagram. But where you can get my music, SoundCloud. iblame Leezy. Go there. There's even music that I don't release. I just post up music up there because I write and I make music all the time. So just go to SoundCloud, iblame Leezy. That's my page. Find my stuff there.
So yes, we're here, as you just heard. You can see this is a thinking man. You can see this is a thinking man that we're dealing with here. Big shout out to Leezy, iblame Leezy. Definitely go and check him out. On SoundCloud, I think it is iblame Leezy.
Yeah, SoundCloud.
Yeah, and also look, if I remember correctly, guys still have the SoundCloud page for your Elastic music.
Yeah, Elastic SA.
And I know that Tsukudu has tracks of yours as well on
Tsukudu
his.
has tracks there, Vuyo's got tracks there. She calls herself V though.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely make sure you go and check that out. If you have an opportunity, go and check out the performances that this coming Wednesday and on Saturday, National Arts Festival. We're actually listening to him at Atmosphere yesterday. No, the boy has some bars. Yeah, he has some bars.
I got a couple of bars.
So yeah, big shout out to him. Leezy, all the best.
Oh, thanks man.
No, sure
Thanks a
thing.
lot man, it's been a pleasure.
Shout out Iblame Leezy MobbJustice LOTv.
EMG, what up?
Dog up.